Let us focus on our news item at this hour. King Charles III and Queen Camilla yesterday embarked on a 4-day visit to Kenya, commencing with a tour across various landmarks in Nairobi City, encompassing the State House, the Tomb of the Unknown, and the Tunnel of Martyrs. The state visit enters day 2 today. The agenda for the visit emphasizes the collaborative efforts between Britain and Kenya, specifically centered on addressing climate change issues and advancing opportunities for the youth. Scheduled activities include meetings with faith leaders to deliberate on community development and participation in environmental initiatives. Prosecution, or DPP, now says that televangelist Ezekiel Odero of the New Life Prayer Center and Church has not been freed, and neither has his case been thrown out by the court. In a statement to Newsroom on Thursday, the ODPP clarified that a review of Odero's inquiry ongoing and no case against him has been terminated. The ODPP says that it had initially sought an extension of custody for Odero to allow for investigation, but after reviewing the inquiry files, the agency concluded that the investigation was at an advanced stage and there was no need for Odero to make court and police stations appearance. The ODPP added that only Odero's custodial file was thrown out by the Shanzu magistrates on Thursday.
We have the opinion, or the offices of the opinion, that the file be marked as closed, the file be closed at this stage, as the investigations are now since complete.
I don't think this was about Ezekiel. This was about the church and the future. Tusingesimama imara, wale ambao wanatutegemea kwa ajili ya imani yao kesho wangevunjika moyo. And we thank God for seeing us through. Sina uchungu na mtu yeyote. Sababu nikiwa na uchungu na mtu inamaanisha basi nilikosea.
Right now, there is no more issues about pastor. The only small issue is about the TV station, which we have said by close of business, the registration. The registration of the church, and I'm appealing to the Attorney General, the Registrar of Societies, that you have now seen where you are putting your strength, that the criminal arm is investigating pastor. There is no criminal investigations on Pastor Ezekiel Odero.
On to our next news item. Senate Speaker Amazon Kingi has announced that the impeachment motion against Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza will be determined by way of plenary and not a special committee as it previously happened. In a statement issued on Tuesday, Kingi said the Senate plenary, which is a sitting of all senators, will have 10 days to hear and determine the case against Mwangaza. The embattled governor, who was last week impeached by Meru County Assembly for the second time, is facing 7 charges, including misappropriation and misuse of county resources, nepotism, and related unethical practices, bullying, vilification, and demeaning other leaders. Other charges against Mwangaza include illegal appointment and usurpation of statutory powers, contempt of court, illegally naming a public road after her husband, and contempt of the assembly.
Finance dated 2023, requesting facilitation to attend a Meru Leaders meeting at the Nakuru State Lounge, a copy of which is produced on pages 220 to 225 of the exhibit. By an internal memo by the Deputy Governor to the County Secretary relating to CEC meeting dated 23 August 2023, a copy of which is produced on pages 226 of the exhibit. M. Correspondence between the Governor, Chief of Staff, the Deputy Governor, and the County Secretary dated 30th August 2023 to 12th September 2023 relating to the relocation of the Deputy Governor's office, copies of which are produced on pages 227 to 229 of the exhibits.
The court is seeking a review of a judgment that ordered them to vacate the land they had been occupied for many years. The residents, who are facing eviction, claim that the Kirima family, which claims ownership of the land with crucial information about the true ownership of the land. The residents are now seeking to have the administrators of the estate of a former Italian settler, Domenico De Masi, and joined in the fresh application seeking a review on the judgment. They are also urging the court to suspend execution of the judgment issued in October 2023, which require all illegal occupants to vacate the land by December 31st.
So one of the prayers we've sought from the court is for them to be enjoined because they were not aware of such a dispute. The estate of Domenico, represented by Bernardo, have never transferred or sold the land to the family of Kirima. As far as they know, they have done their succession, and it is very clear that even the estate, that is that particular property, has devolved to them.
We want the court to determine who is the rightful owner of the said parcel of land. As that is taking place, we've also appealed the decision by the Environment and the Land Court that was recently out.
I'm here to represent those people of Kasarani. And if they are going to negotiate, they must negotiate with the rightful owner. And that can only be determined by the Honorable
Item. The government has reduced the budget for the Hustler Fund from 10 billion to 5 billion for the year 2023-2024 financial year. This is a significant cut from the 20 billion that was allocated to the fund in the previous financial year. The budget cut comes amid concerns about high default rates of microloans. In August 2023, the default rate of Hustler Fund loans was 29%, which is higher than the default rate on loans from commercial banks, SACCOs, and microfinance banks.
The Hustler Fund has been able to serve millions of Kenyans from all walks of life, especially and consistently and conveniently and repeatedly, lending billions of shillings in unsecured loans and recovering it without need for drastic, expensive, or time-consuming procedures. We are going to celebrate a 1-year anniversary of the Hustler Fund shortly, maybe next month. And we have wonderful stories.
Watching us here at Science TV. Now we welcome Ben with our sports stories.